you're working out, you're actually straining and stressing muscle. So you're actually causing a lot of stress to it. So naturally, your body will send anything it can, toxins for you to stop.
Yeah.
And that's what you're gonna feel naturally. So that lactic acid is the burn that you feel when you're working out. Especially for the first how many months, 6 months or so, you're gonna get a lot of soreness near the attachment points of your muscles. A lot of injury is caused by imbalances of the body. So one side may be weaker than the other, the one side may be tighter than the other. It's not as flexible. So let's just say your hamstring hyperextends a little too far on one side, and there you go. There's a tear right there. By the way, if you hear a tear or a pop, I would stop. Welcome back to Behind the Strength podcast, where we improve your health, wealth, and peace of mind.
I'm Carlo Bellagase.
I'm Christian Alvarez, and today we're going to be talking about good pain and bad pain. Now, we all get pain, aches, soreness from training. Is this actually a good thing?
Yeah, this stemmed out of a conversation I was having with Christian because I started going back to the gym hard. I started doing cardio from our China trip a little bit, and then came back. I was like, yo, I'm going to throw down some weights a little bit and get jacked again. So look out for that in 2019, yo. What's up?
Yeah.
I'm back.
You feel good, eh? Good.
Yeah, but I was sore as shit, right?
Oh,
like I said in the last podcast, like I was working out for fucking years, like years and years and years and years. But then you take a hiatus from the gym, and you're back to square one. And I did some arms, some back. Oh man, dude, I was sore. Like, dude, at nighttime, that feeling when you, because I'm a side sleeper, and you kind of wake up in the middle of the night, and I couldn't extend my damn arms.
No.
So yeah, that I wanted to bring that up. Is like I'm pretty sure a lot of people are feeling this way. So it's a good thing to talk about. What's the difference between actual soreness and pain? Not only just recovery pain, like even when you're training pain.
Yes.
That would be a good thing to cover. So you're the master at that.
How long were you sore for to be
man,
your first time back around?
Dude, it must have been like 4 or 5 days. I went hard though. Like. When you're training, I'm not. I wasn't.
Just skip the adaptation phase,
dude,
which we're gonna cover soon.
Yeah. Okay. The adaptation phase. I was like, oh, I'm back. Let's do this. And I was like, okay. Hard. I was like, oh, okay. My strength, your natural strength isn't there, right? Your endurance isn't there. So like, okay, I'm gonna go lift a bit lighter, and I'm gonna feel that burn.
You're gonna throw weight around, throw the muscles around. All right.
And then I felt the fucking burn like the 4 or 5 days after.
4 or 5
straight.
Days. Right. So now we're here to talk about whether that was good or not, and the difference between good and bad pain.
Yeah.
So what's actually going on with your body when you're actually working out is that you're actually breaking down muscle fibers. So you're causing very, very micro tears within the muscle. Because what you're doing is you're stimulating them, you're stressing them out.
Yeah.
And
is there a specific weight, or does it matter, or
it's all based on time under tension?
Okay.
Is what muscle doesn't know the difference between a 5 pound or a 10 pound or a 20 pound. It just understands that I have to carry this thing. I can carry this thing for a shorter period of time or a longer period of time, or over this range or that range of motion.
I guess whatever is challenging for your body and muscle, right?
Well, let's take a curl for example. If I was to just curl, like, let's just say a 10-pound weight, it's fairly easy. Now, if I was gonna go curl a 50-pound weight, my body's naturally gonna want to help with other muscles, not just my bicep.
Yes.
And what's attached to those muscles are connective tissue, so naturally they're gonna be working too. And especially come,
what do you mean by connective tissue?
Connective tissue, such as tendons and ligaments, and those are things that connect your muscles to bone and bone to bone, or muscle to bone and bone to bone.
Which, like, say if I was doing biceps, the arms and stuff like that, right? I was feeling it right here. So that was connective tissue and stuff like that. It was I was muscle because when I was pressing down on it, and that's another indication you're pressing down on the muscle and there's soreness there as well.
Yeah, naturally after a workout, you should feel a little bit more tender at the muscles, at the areas that you worked. Or let's just say if you've never worked out before, you're naturally going to be sore in all your muscles.
And you know what? I actually experienced that, maybe even say I did it in the morning, because when we came back from China, I was going to the gym at 5:45, 6 a.m. And I started feeling at night.
Yes.
Like I started feeling, my arms and my back and stuff like that, and my chest. So is that a natural thing? Like, the night after or the day after?
Yeah, so
DOMS?
definitely with DOMS, that's delayed onset muscle soreness. Usually kicks in about 48 hours after a
Okay.
workout,
Okay.
when your body's kind of at its maximum point of swelling with a little bit of water retention naturally. And what that does is your body actually, that's its natural defense mechanism. Because remember, when you're working out, you're actually straining and stressing muscle. So you're actually causing a lot of stress to it. So naturally, your body will send anything it can, toxins for you to stop.
Yeah.
And that's what you're gonna feel naturally. So that lactic acid is the burn that you feel when you're working out. Especially for the first how many months, 6 months or so, you're gonna get a lot of soreness near the attachment points of your muscles.
Yeah, man.
That is because it's your connective tissue that is inflamed. Naturally, it's natural that they're going to be inflamed because they're not as strong as actual muscles, or they're not as actually big, or they don't take as much load. Now, on a daily basis, that is, and up until you start working out. Now, when you have inflamed that, naturally, that's going to cause you tightness in your arm. So if you noticed, even after a couple of days or after the first day or so, after your first workout,
Yep.
you could barely straighten your arm.
Dude, I couldn't. Yeah, I could barely straight. Like I had to brush my teeth like this.
Yeah. Yes, that is very much so a lot of the connective
Yeah,
tissue that
but
gets sore.
I could stretch it out, but it's painful.
Yes, yes.
And then if I keep it stretched, it's
tender.
good. But then it's just that achy feel,
Yes.
annoying achy
Yes.
feeling. And when you're walking, it's like you
Yes.
feel like a T-Rex because like
Yes.
right, you don't want to
Yes.
extend your arms. Specifically because I did it like a crazy arm day because I wanted to arm pump.
That's okay. Tenderness and muscle, to a certain extent. I
Yes.
mean, for anybody that's just getting back into this stuff, or who we call as a beginner, or somebody that's into an adaptive state of this, usually we consider that. I personally consider it within the first year of working out.
Okay.
There's no way at all we can call you intermediate, advanced, and there is so much to learn about your body.
Yeah.
There's so much to learn about firing muscles, ranges of motion, and ways to detrain what you used to do, or how your body used to be. So there's no way at all I would call anybody over a year, more than a beginner. That's
Somebody who hasn't touched weight or hasn't been to the gym. So
exercise and anything
yeah.
like that,
Okay.
right? Take it as your learning year. It's your junior year. It's your kindergarten year, right? Like that should be your learning point. But now, if I can't extend my arm, all the way through, or if I can't no longer be functional in my everyday, did I actually do anything for myself?
yeah,
Personally, I would say that you've pretty much overtrained yourself.
you overtrain at that point.
Yeah, at that
Okay.
point.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, there's a lot of people that come out of say a workout, and then their lower back is so sore and tender. That should actually that should actually be a sign, immediate sign that, hey, maybe you're swinging too much, or you're using your lower back, you're relying on your lower back too much,
Yeah.
right?
You're doing too much too soon, right? Pretty
Yeah,
much.
or we have, maybe some weakness in certain areas. So let's
Core?
just say, somewhere in your transverse abdominis, your core.
Yep.
If you have some sort of weakness in that area, you're going to start feeling your lower back work for you a lot more, right?
Yep.
That's not necessarily a good thing. That's an indicator saying, hey, you know what? Let's address this issue.
Yes.
Please take that as, let's address this issue, right? So meaning your body's trying to tell you, you have a weakness on one side of it. You got to address it, or I'm just going to keep putting the pounding on one side of it.
Yeah.
Right.
And the thing is with even with that, people already resort to like, oh, I have a weak lower back. It's like, no, you have a weak core.
Yes.
Your back is taking up all the load
Yes.
because the other people in that region or other things in that region are too weak.
Yeah.
You're not bracing enough.
And remember, a lot of injury is caused by imbalances of the body. So one side may be weaker than the other. The one side may be tighter than the other. It's not as flexible. So let's just say your hamstring hyperextends a little too far on one side, and there you go. There's a tear right there. By the way, if you hear a tear or a pop, I would stop. So a lot of times when muscle tears happen, it's because it was meant to go already. It didn't matter
Okay,
what
so
you
it
were
was-
going to do.
Okay.
So your body naturally tears muscle, right? So like I said, micro tears are happening when you're straining and stressing muscle out.
Yeah.
So whether you're doing chest or you're doing bicep, you have to understand they all attach at the same points or very close to, and all those muscles, they need time to actually heal, to actually repair itself.
Yes.
Now, if that's not happening and you're just constantly stressing and straining this thing, nonetheless, to add your natural everyday movements to it, then you're causing a lot more, one, imbalances. Two, you're breaking down something that's already broken down. What do you expect with the next grocery bag you lift?
Yeah.
And also, any tightness that we may have. So a lot of people, obviously, we're tighter in the front. So we're forward moving, we drive, you're in front of a computer.
Yep.
So naturally, all your muscles will naturally tighten up this way. And if you're not working to actually loosen that up, opening it up or stretching it out ever or on a regular basis, the very first thing that tugs on it that's a little too heavy, it's already reached its maximum. Yeah, maximum strain point. It's gonna go.
So now, tagging on to that point, now how do you counteract this pain or whatever or soreness? Like, what's a good way to kind of overcome all this in a safe manner, in a good, efficient manner, or as fast as possible, I guess?
You know what? We're gonna give you a good plan about this. Before we give you the plan, I just want to talk about that. Guys, remember that most people focus on stressing and stimulating muscles out.
Yes.
Right? The actual workout itself, the let's go hard, let's train hard, throw the fuck down, go
Yep.
in.
Yeah.
So a lot of people focus on that, but the smart ones actually focus on the rest, recuperation.
Yes, that's true.
And repairing the actual tissues
Yes.
and the muscles. Nonetheless, you only have one neurological system that's firing all your brain or all your nerves.
Yes.
Right? And that's constantly being stressed out through the day. So you got to remember, those are the same things that, fire your body. And if you're not resting those things, then you're constantly just stressing it out through the day. Your body's not going to become, very efficient at recovery altogether. Obviously, if you're in the midst of preparing for some sort of a competition, a sporting event, whatever, there are points in your periodization that you will be training hard.
Yeah.
So there will be a number of weeks where you're going to go extremely hard, near at 100%. But they also dial that down. Remember that nobody does that all through the year.
No, yeah, we
You
definitely
can't.
don't.
Your body
No.
just physically can't. It's like asking Usain Bolt to maintain his pace for 2 minutes or 3 minutes. He can't. There's no way.
Yeah.
So your body can't do the same thing over a span of days, right? There's a much smarter way to go about doing that. So let's just say, in planning your workouts accordingly, what I would start with is number one, be smart about it. So let's talk about an advanced person or intermediate advanced. Let's just say you're going to train your upper body hard today, I would train my lower body hard tomorrow. The day after that, I would focus on, a little bit of a mixed harder cardio with core.
Yes.
Right? And then I would take a day off because that's 3 days gone hard. I would take a day off after that just to rest my neurological system, get my mental set again, and then prepare for the next set of my week.
Okay.
Now, if I was a beginner, I probably wouldn't go as hard. So I'd probably only go 65%, 60% even of my max.
In the gym when you're training. Okay.
When you're training.
Okay.
The most I would do as a beginner is like 70%. There's no point because you want this to be for a long period of time. Like longevity is the name of the game here. It's not just going in for 3 months.
When you say 70%, is that
65, 70?
Is that effort? Is it intensity?
Effort. No,
is
intensity.
it okay?
So effort
Meaning
is
what? So some people get intensity mixed up.
Oh no, effort is 100%.
Okay.
So that means you gotta be focusing on muscle.
What do you mean by intensity?
Oh, I mean, like you're not actually like you're going 10 reps and you're swinging this thing.
Okay, so like weight, like the amount of weight you can handle.
Weight that you can handle.
Because intensity could to me, intensity is the weight, like the intensity, right? Like
yes, the way you push it, the way you push beyond it.
Your intensity could also be like how intense you're going in the rep or whatever throughout the movement.
Also, you're breathing now,
yeah,
right? Let's just say you can't even catch your breath yet, and you're going into another set right away. As a beginner, I probably wouldn't do that.
Can you give them like a gauge on this is at rep whatever, how many reps you should do and how you should feel at a certain rep, or is there any gauge that you could?
Hey man, if you're going for like let's just say 10 or 12 repetitions, then I would be able to still finish that 10 or 12 repetitions for say 3 sets.
Good form.
Or 2 sets. Yes, good form. I would be able to finish that.
Okay.
There's no strain, nothing like that yet. Yeah. I would just want to.
You don't have to drop the weight for a second, then.
I want to just feel what exactly that weight feels like.
Yes.
I should feel some strain in my bicep or my chest, whatever I'm trying to work.
Yeah.
Or in my body, if I'm doing a full squat, I should feel strain, some sort of strain. But I shouldn't go through like hard, right? I should feel my muscles working.
Yeah, yeah.
I should feel blood flowing, contracting.
Yep.
Right? Nowhere should I be, crawling out of. You shouldn't be talking about leg days if you're,
So my question is. And actually, I remember feeling this way. So I was pulling whatever. I was doing biceps for 30-pound dumbbells,
Yeah.
right? I busted out 12 reps.
Yeah.
Second set now, same weight, I could only bust out 8 reps.
Right.
Is that okay? What do you think about
Not as a
that? Like,
beginner.
should I have gone lower
I would
and
have.
then
I would have
try to
started
pull
with a
another
lower
20?
weight.
Okay.
You know,
Right.
your goal as a person that's first getting in is to really, really. Let me give you guys a tip right now. Is connect with your mind and your muscles. Connect your mind to your muscles. So focus on, if you're doing a squat, focus on the muscles involved in your squat, and it's not just the front of your legs. It's everything in your lower chain. It's everything that has to stack up here.
Yes.
It's that weight. If you're doing a behind the back squat, then it's all your back muscles compressed and taking that load. Those are the things you should be focused on. Breathing, exhalation when you're exerting effort. So let's just say when you're pushing a bench press out, then you're exerting with that, right? When you're coming down on your negative, you should be controlling your negative,
yeah.
right? Even count, what they used to call, or what we call the perfect rep is in the training world is 3-1-3. 3 seconds up, pause it, 3 seconds, or for a rep, or 1 second, and then come back down 1, 2, 3 again. The soreness is going to be an outcome of your work and efforts that you put in.
Yeah,
But that's not your goal.
No.
Your goal is not to be sore, to throw up, to grow crazy amounts of muscle. You will initially, if you've never trained in your life, or if you haven't in a long time, your body's going to respond like that naturally.
Yeah.
Don't expect that to be the same scenario 6 months to a year from now. We have a thing in SNU, and it's make each rep count.
Yeah.
So every rep that you're doing has to count.
Yeah.
Right? Just like in martial arts, the same thing. Because if you're doing bad reps, you're going to do a bad rep later on, you're going to get caught.
Yeah, it's like filling your bank account, man. You want to fill it with dollars, not cents.
Yeah,
Like
right.
each perfect
Every
rep is $1.
repetition is $1.
You're gonna keep stacking that paper, man.
stack
Keep
that.
stacking paper, but
Yeah.
your body knows when it's getting pennies or it's getting dollars.
Yeah, of course.
That's it.
Now, if you happen to be sore, there's a couple things that we do suggest for you. Number one is get treatment on a regular basis. If you're going to be exercising your body on a daily or on a regular basis, that means you're stressing it out. I would suggest some sort of recuperative practices of getting treatment. So
What do you mean by treatment?
What I mean by treatment. So let's just say even, for a good maintenance, if you don't have an injury, I would get I personally believe in adjustments.
Chiropractic
So
adjustment.
I would get an adjustment once a month. I would get, some sort of mobility and range of motion stuff done with a physio, and I would also get a soft tissue done by a massage therapist.
Okay.
That would be once a month. That should be a staple in your fitness plan.
Yeah.
To add to that, you if you put a small amount of time, this is number 2, into stretching your body out once a day, right? Or even every other if you don't have the time, which I'm sure you do. Foam roll, get on a lacrosse ball. That might be a little bit more advanced for you, but even foam rolling your body out or stretching, honestly, stretch your whole body out. 3 sets. 60-second holds if you really want it to be effective. If you want it to be lazy, 1 set of 60-second holds. Caesar is looking at me right now, so I would suggest 3 sets of 60-second holds for every part of your body. I mean, stretching, foam rolling, all that stuff goes hand in hand, and that's just your quick, 5-10 minute maintenance every day, and that's to help you, one, maximally put out effort in the gym, maximally attain results in the gym, right, and out of your output. You know what I mean? Number 3, a good thing here, soaking in Epsom salts. That's a massive one.
Yeah.
A lot of people overlook that because of the toxins that your body tends to store during exercise, so such as lactic acid. So that's what's actually, that feeling of soreness you get. That's stored toxin in your body.
Yeah. It doesn't all dissipate, right?
It doesn't all dissipate. Yeah, that's what told your body, hey, stop this. You're killing me here. You know what I found over the years actually helps too? A hot tub session. 10 minutes.
We did that in
steam
China.
room, sauna,
Yeah.
all that stuff helps to release the toxins in your body and in your bloodstream.
Dude, we were walking around in China the whole time. Our bodies were sore. We went to this spa with the hot tub and all that stuff, steam room.
Yeah, for sure.
And then we did the cold dip and
Yeah. It's a good way to flush your toxins out and
yeah.
recuperate your body.
and it makes you as a whole wellness part of it, man. It
Yes,
just makes you feel that
It
better.
re-energizes
It
you.
re-energizes you.
It
It's
rejuvenates
amazing.
you. Yeah,
like
for sure.
before, obviously when I was a bit younger, I was like, that's some old guy shit, man. I don't need that.
Now we're
right now it's like, shit.
that's
are
our
we
shit.
the-
Yeah, we
the
are that old guy.
No,
Yeah.
but yo, dude, even like a young athlete could benefit from that stuff.
Oh,
you know?
and they all do it now.
Yeah,
Every
it's
pro,
crazy.
every semi-pro
Yeah.
is soaking in a hot tub or soaking in a cold bath, or
Yeah.
ice bath.
Yeah.
They're doing steam. They're doing all of it, man. And our last point to help you out here is plan your workouts accordingly. Like we said earlier, you know, if you're going to work out your upper body hard today, work out your lower body hard tomorrow, and then focus maybe core and cardio. If you're a bit more advanced, right? Now,
Yeah.
if you were a bit of a beginner, then you might do some, you know, a total body workout. Then you might take a break for a day, right? Just to let your body recuperate, and then go back the next day after that and do another total body workout. Use different exercises.
See,
Use
that's
different angles,
it's a very important thing. This
right?
thing. I think
Take
we
a
should.
break.
I think we should actually do a podcast on like how to strategically, you know, structure your workout.
Oh, we're actually going to do that.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay. Well, we have to do
Yeah,
just
definitely.
because
We're
this is
actually
a.
doing
It's such a. It's easy to say it and talk about it, but
course.
it's such a science,
We'll break it down.
especially you know, based on who you are, what your work week is like.
Yep.
If you work, if
Yep.
you're an athlete, like,
Yep.
there's so many different things.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
yes.
So, it is very important to start structuring a workout. But if you are a beginner, obviously it's a bit easier.
Yes.
For us
Yes.
to break down, but. Yeah.
And at the end of the day, guys, don't forget to listen to your body. If your body is sore, don't think you're going to go in there and kill it today. And don't expect yourself to go and work out on a day where your body's totally done for.
Yeah.
Give it a rest. But at the same time, you know, if you're just kind of making an excuse and every day becomes a rest day, then, you know, catch yourself on that bad habit. Anyway, thank you for listening. Please email us or comment. We'd love to talk more about this stuff, so definitely reach out.
BTS@strengthenyou.com. That's Bobby Terry Sandy at strengthenyou.com. And also, if you are in pain and you're not too sure, message us. We could kind of coach you through and see if you are actually in need of therapy or some sort of extra thing, because at the end of the day, you don't want to aggravate it a lot more, because, you know, if you take care of it now, you'll be 2 weeks out rather than 8 or 16 weeks out.
Yeah.
So I think that's very important.
Yes, sir.
All right.
All
Thanks
right.
again for watching.
Thank you for watching.
Cheers.